Look, I know you saw the videos because I saw them. Black Americans are sharing their stories on why they have chose to sell everything they own and leave the United States.
I refuse to raise a child in the States. I even refuse to raise a pet in the States. Like Davina, she will never see what the States looks like.
And I know some of you might be wondering, Black Americans have built America into what it is today. Why would we be just choosing to leave all of that behind? If that's something you're interested in, you're going to want to make sure that you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not about to share with you these weak narratives we tend to see that are about some crazy things about cheaper cost of living or better weather. Here, I'm really about to get into the nitty-gritty on how Black Americans are leaving and regaining their power. They're choosing to take their talents elsewhere.
According to the Power Broker magazine, since 2020, there's been about 120,000 plus Black American adults living abroad. That's up 70% since 2014.
I mean, think about it. The United States is kind of in a crisis. The group of people who kind of defined cool, the backbone of this country, are deciding that they're going to be taking their talents and taking it to people who actually appreciate what they have to offer. I mean, people are leaving six-figure jobs, leaving a country where most immigrants come here for the opportunities and going to places that they are leaving. And you're wondering, why is this swap happening? I find all of this to be very interesting. And I think these stories are so important because it's the beginning tales of what will later will probably be defined as a great migration. Kind of similar to when our people started to leave the South and go to different areas within the United States. Now we are packing our bags and we're going abroad. Even if it's as far as Puerto Rico. We're just trying to get out of the 50 states of the United States. And I think that's important. And I know a lot of times the narratives people push, and one of the reasons they say we leave is because of racial tensions in the United States. But racial tensions in the United States do not cease to exist because we left. People talk about race as if it's a U.S. only concept, when the reality is racism was European, is European. I mean, didn't we learn from what's her name, Meghan Markle, and how they were making monkey noises and calling her baby a monkey and all these other things? Racism is everywhere. And that's why it would be kind of belittling the actual reasons that Black Americans are leaving. If I choose to focus on these reasons that I feel do not actually get to the main point and essence of why we are choosing to take such a courageous leap. Why would you choose to leave six-figure jobs? Some people leaving homes and family to go and venture off. You obviously have to be looking for something more. And I think the answer exists a lot, and one of the reasons as to why I chose to leave. I remember talking to my partner, and he mentioned to me like this guy named a Nomad capitalist. And one of the things he brought up is he said something along the lines of he goes to where he is treated best. And I think that's just a human thing, to want to be in an environment that is actually going to contribute to your success, and you're going to get your fair share. Because I have left the U.S. many of times to just go and visit and travel. And one thing I noticed is when we leave is how influential the Black American culture is to the rest of the world. And I started to wonder if my talent was so amazing that what we built here was able to translate across the world, that people feel us so much. We kind of defined what cool is for the rest of the world. Because we're able to do this, it made my wheel, like the little hamster in the wheel was going, because of, think about how powerful that is. How amazing of a people we are, that we are able to reach parts of the world that some of us would never, ever be able to see. I would love to go out and to explore and connect with that. But most importantly, I want to make sure that I do not continue to pour into a system that I'm not even talking about the people. I just want to talk about my tribe right now. Black Americans, FBA, whatever name y'all want to argue and call about. Y'all gonna argue about the names in the comments if you want to. I just want to be sure that, my people are taken care of. And I don't want to continue to feed into a system that I feel like is not working in our favor. And I would love to say that, oh, the system is broken, the system is broken. But it's my honest belief that the system is not broken. All right. We got to remember that the Constitution didn't even consider us to be a full human being. And they didn't even change that thing. All they did is amend it. All right. And I'm actually happy for the amendment, not because I was recognized as human. Thank you, though. But because it's a constant reminder that history is there. I don't stand for what it is that they do. And I try to make that clear in every place that I go, especially here in Puerto Rico. If you guys have watched our videos here, which if you haven't, we have plenty of videos. So if you guys are interested in why some people would choose to leave, what that transition might look like if you choose to do that, our channel would be a great resource for you. My partner actually just dropped a video not even a month ago where he was discussing his story, sharing his narrative as to why he chose to leave California and come to Puerto Rico. And it all has to do with really wanting to own our talents and be sure that what we were contributing to was not detrimental to us and our family and our legacy in the long run. We've heard so many stories of Black Wall Streets, of the great, wonderful places that Black people have been able to build that have been destroyed. We want to be sure that we're able to have something and be able to really actually protect it. Granted, I don't know what we're venturing into because these are newer things. Black Americans have not always moved out, especially not in the numbers that's happening now. And what I find too that I find very interesting is that a lot of Black people that are leaving are very pro-Black in their identity and the things that they care about, but they're still choosing to leave their community. And it reminds me of something that Jadena said.
It's not going to work the way we're doing it now. My dad used to say this very basic physics lesson. He said, you can't inflate a balloon from inside the balloon. You must inflate it from outside. Who do you see puffing inside the balloon? It won't work. So the diaspora must take money from outside and put it in. And the continent must take money from inside and put it out. So that's the way.
I think that is so true. I think there needs to be some of us who take that leap to leave the United States. Get out. Get out. Get out of the United States. Move on. Go find something else. Go take your talents to where they will not only be tolerated, but they will be celebrated. Because ain't no way I can go look at data that shows that Black women are so educated that a Black woman can have a degree. And I'm not just talking about a BA. I'm talking a high-level degree. We mean masters and doctorates. And they're getting paid the same amount of money as a white man with a high school education. That's sad. That's sad. We talk about things when it comes to home ownership, owning businesses, the Black tax. Black people in America, because they are Black, that when they choose to do certain things, they end up paying a little bit more just because of the biases built within the system. So if we go get a house, our loans are more expensive, credit cards. This is the main reason why we have a lot of times within our community where our elders do not mess with credit. It's because of this history. This is why when you go to Black-owned businesses, you wonder, why are you more expensive? Because we're all paying more than what we're supposed to because we are Black. I'm done with it. I hope you are done with it. Let us take our gifts and our talents to places that ain't gonna about to do that to us, okay? And if they do, it's only because we're a foreigner. I know that might be crazy, but I understand. I understand in some places y'all gonna try to get over on us, but that's a different thing. It's a different thing when it's a one-on-one type of situation versus a systematic thing. It's so bad in America. It's just really systematic. And I've talked to creators, I've talked to professionals, and everyone is just tired of fighting for a seat at the table. We're ready to build our own tables, be in communities with each other, and really succeed. And we believe that this is actually something you have to do outside of the context of the United States. We need to move on. We've been here for far too long trying. I mean, we got places called food deserts, okay? Where there's literally no food in our neighborhoods. We got places like Flint that have no drinking water. And it amazes me sometimes because I live here in Puerto Rico, and people will complain about the failing infrastructure here, and I'm like, have you not seen what they do to black people literally in the United States? Why would you expect Puerto Rico to be treated any differently or any better? People can barely eat in the US due to the circumstances and how they treat black neighborhoods. And they're amazing gaslighters to make you believe that it's because we're just not talented, that is a lie. From the moment that they brought us here, is because of our gifts and our talents that we have. Now it's time for us to actually take that, own it, and go where we are treated best. If you haven't done so already, I want you guys to check out a new series we have on this channel called Off the Mainland, in which we're going to be covering people's stories, those who chose to take the leap and move on, to go build something somewhere else. Some of these people, yes, running away from something. Some of these people had a good relationship with the United States, but they just felt like they outgrew their environment. If you find that interesting, you're going to want to make sure to not only just subscribe, but you're going to hit that notification bell so you're notified next time we drop a video, okay, right? And something else, because if you hadn't done so already, you better hit that like button. And you better hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, you'll most certainly enjoy this one. And until next time, stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay black. This is Jade, and you're watching Get Into the Black. Bye-bye.